Sue Radford is the matriarch of Britain's biggest family, a mom of 22 and grandma of 10 who adores being surrounded by an army of kids. Like every family, the clan have their squabbles, but some rifts cut deeper than others. The Radfords first hit our screens in 2012 in Channel 4 documentary 15 Kids and Counting, then 20 Kids and Counting in 2018 to mark their 25th wedding anniversary. Now they appear in 22 Kids and Counting on Channel 5, but things are often strained. It has been revealed that their son Daniel is quitting to lead a new life and his mum isn't totally convinced it is the best thing for him. It comes after a tough few years which has seen a money feud kick off and a bitter 2-year row kick off between Chloe and Luke over frozen pies. It's fair to say that even looking after one youngster can be testing at the best of times, but with you've got almost 24 of your own, it's no surprise that things can get a bit tense. Here, we look at some of the big issues they've faced as fans of the show wait to see what happens next. Son suddenly quits. Sue and Noel Radford's son Daniel has announced he's leaving the family and heading for Australia. After secured a job down under, the latest episode saw Daniel open up to his mum, who explained she was worried about him leaving home and moving to the other side of the world. He was involved in a car accident 2 years ago and has been too scared to drive since. Recalling Daniel's accident, Sue said, "We were actually in America when we found out about this and Daniel had texted Noel to say, 'Is Mum with you?' I think he was more worried about my reaction than how he was, because he knew we would be really worried about him." Daniel was always a really confident person. He was a confident driver, but since this accident, I think his confidence with driving has really taken a knock because he's not wanted to drive another car. At the end of the episode, Daniel worked up the courage to get back behind the wheel and confidently shared that he would be accepting the job in Australia. The news will no doubt be upsetting to Sue, who earlier remarked, "I do fear the kids leaving home. I'm going to miss him." Brutal Money Feud reports of a feud between Sue and her daughter Millie, 22, made headlines after her very public rant. Millie slammed her parents Sue and Noel on Instagram for making money from their grandchildren and choosing favorites to take on holiday. The mum of 3, who was pregnant at the time, accused them of excluding her 2 kids, Ophelia Jo and Chester Blue, from a family trip to Florida. In a new interview, Sue addressed the alleged row. Back in April 2023, Millie shared a screenshot of a video of her parents surprising some of their grandchildren before reposting it with a sharp caption, "Cute? But you've made money from all your grandchildren, but choose your favorites." A year or so on, things seemed to be back on track. Sue dismissed the fallout with Millie and said it was water under the bridge. Bitter rose last Christmas. Sue reveals 2 of her 22 children have not been speaking for nearly 18 months. Chloe, 28, and Luke, 23 fell out over a shelf of frozen pastry pies at the family's bakery and an almighty argument erupted. Tired of pleading with the feuding siblings, who were once so close, to patch up their differences, they took drastic action by inviting a trained intervention counselor into their 10-bedroom family home in Morecambe in the hope of finally getting them back on speaking terms. "To see them not speaking has been really hard," admitted the mum over Christmas as Sue told them the time is right to patch things up. "Especially as when we look back over the years and see how close Luke and Chloe were. But they are both very strong-willed and stubborn." Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.